Stop feeling guilty about resting. Seriously, society, and maybe even your own family, has told you that napping is for the lazy, or that as you get older, sleeping during the day is just a sign that you are slowing down. But what if I told you that lying down for exactly 20 minutes could be the missing biological switch to burning stubborn visceral fat? I know it sounds impossible. You have been told to eat less and move more. But for people over 60, that advice often backfires. It raises cortisol, stresses your joints, and holds on to belly fat. I want to flip the script. Today, we are not talking about sleeping, we are talking about a metabolic strategy. I'm Olha Kozyk, and I have spent years analyzing the health patterns of seniors, looking at blood work and helping thousands of clients fix their metabolic clocks. I have seen people doing hours of cardio with zero results, and I have seen people who learned how to rest properly suddenly drop 2 dress sizes. Why? Because sleep is where the fat burning happens, but only if you follow the rules, and almost everyone is breaking them. Let's look at the data. In the United States, we have an obesity epidemic, but look at Japan. They have some of the lowest obesity rates in the developed world and the highest life expectancy. In Japan, they practice something called Inemuri. It translates to sleeping while present. They don't nap to escape reality, they nap to recharge their efficiency. They view a short nap as a sign of dedication, not laziness, and the science supports them, not us. A massive umbrella review released in 2026 analyzed thousands of sleep patterns and found a very scary line in the sand. It's the 60-minute cliff. This study showed that naps under 60 minutes maximized cognitive enhancement. We are talking about a standardized mean difference of 0.69, which is huge for memory and focus. But, and this is critical, naps over 60 minutes were associated with significantly higher risks of heart disease, diabetes, and obesity. If you are sleeping for 2 hours in the afternoon on the recliner, that is not a nap. That is a symptom. It's a marker that your nighttime sleep is broken or that your body is fighting inflammation. When you sleep that long during the day, you confuse your circadian rhythm, your insulin spikes, and you store fat. We need to fix that immediately with 7 specific protocols. Number 1 is the Nappuccino. I know every doctor tells you to quit coffee, but in this specific context, caffeine is a tool. Here's the neuroscience. When you get tired, a chemical called adenosine builds up in your brain. It fits into receptors like a key in a lock, making you drowsy. Caffeine looks exactly like adenosine. It blocks those receptors. But caffeine takes about 20 minutes to travel from your stomach to your brain. So here's the hack. You drink a small cup of black coffee or green tea and immediately close your eyes for a nap. Do not check your phone, do not read the paper, just rest. By the time you wake up 20 minutes later, 2 things have happened. 1, the nap has naturally cleared out the adenosine. 2, the caffeine has just hit your brain. You wake up with a double effect of energy. You don't wake up groggy, you wake up ready to move, and movement after a nap is what burns the fat. Number 2 is the temperature trap. Most seniors nap wrong because they try to be cozy. You put on a thick blanket, you turn up the heat, and you drift off. This is a mistake. To burn fat, you need to nap cold. I recommend a room temperature between 65 and 68 degrees. Why? Because of brown adipose tissue, or BAT. This is the good fat that burns energy to generate heat. As we age, we lose this brown fat, but we can reactivate it. When you rest in a cool environment, your body has to burn calories just to maintain your core temperature. If you're sweating under a weighted blanket, you're comfortable, but you're missing a metabolic opportunity. Number 3 addresses the biggest pain point I see in my comments and from my private clients. I recently had a consultation with a wonderful woman. She was 74, and she told me, "Olha, I want to nap, but my legs won't let me." Restless leg syndrome and cramps are the silent sleep killers. If your legs are twitching, your cortisol is spiking. If your cortisol is up, your belly fat is locked in place. In my specific protocol, which I use during my one-on-one consultations, I almost always look at your mineral balance. Most people just buy the cheapest magnesium at the pharmacy, usually magnesium oxide. That's basically a laxative. It won't help your sleep, it will just keep you in the bathroom. You need magnesium glycinate or magnesium L-threonate. These forms cross the blood-brain barrier. They relax the muscles and calm the nervous system without the morning grogginess you get from melatonin or Benadryl. And please be careful with Benadryl. I see so many comments from people using antihistamines to sleep, but the research suggests a link between long-term use and dementia risk. We want to protect your brain, not fog it up. Number 4 is the 2026 timing rule. Do not nap after 3 p.m. Non-negotiable. As we age, our circadian rhythm naturally shifts forward. This is why you might wake up at 4 a.m. unable to go back to sleep. This is called phase advancement. If you nap at 4 p.m., you are stealing the sleep pressure you need for the night. You will fall asleep fine, but you will wake up at 2 a.m., stare at the ceiling, and your brain will start racing. When you are awake at 2 a.m., you get hungry, you snack, and that late-night snacking is pure poison for your waistline. Keep the nap early, ideally between 1 p.m. and 2 p.m. Number 5 is what I call sensory deprivation light. You don't need a fancy tank, you just need an eye mask. In a study of hospital patients, those who used sleep masks had elevated melatonin levels and faster recovery times. Even a little bit of light from a TV or a digital clock can disrupt your endocrine system. When you block out the light, you signal the brain that this is deep restoration time, allowing you to hit that restorative stage faster within your 20-minute window. Number 6 involves the wake-up protocol. What you do the second you open your eyes determines if you burn fat or store it. Most people wake up and sit. They feel groggy, so they stay on the couch. This is the worst thing you can do. When the 20 minutes are up, you must get vertical. Drink a large glass of water immediately. Dehydration mimics hunger. Many seniors think they are hungry after a nap, so they grab a cookie. You aren't hungry, you are thirsty. Drink water and then, this is the secret, get 5 minutes of sunlight. Sunlight hits the retina and tells the hypothalamus that the rest period is over. It resets your metabolism from storage mode to burn mode. It doesn't have to be a workout. Just walk to the mailbox. Water, sun, move. That is the triad. And finally, number 7, the mental release. I saw a comment on my last video from a Vietnam veteran, 78 years old, who got 75 upvotes. He said the only thing that worked for him was self-hypnosis and writing letters to sleep. This is profound. High cortisol often comes from a racing mind. If you are lying down to nap but worrying about your grandkids or your health, you are bathing your organs in stress hormones. You cannot burn fat in a state of stress. Before you close your eyes, take 30 seconds to write down your worries on a piece of paper. Physically putting them aside tricks the brain into feeling it's safe to go offline. Now, I know this is a lot of information, and sometimes general advice isn't enough because your body is unique. Maybe you have thyroid issues, or you're dealing with menopause, or you've tried the magnesium and it didn't work. This is why I offer personal consultations. We look at your specific situation, your blood work, your lifestyle, your nutritional gaps, and we build a roadmap just for you. I don't just give you a generic plan, I work with you to solve the puzzle of why you aren't sleeping and why the weight isn't moving. You can find the link to my website and booking details right in the description below. But remember, consistency is key. Don't try to do all 7 things tomorrow. Start with the Nappuccino. Try the 20-minute limit. See how you feel. And speaking of feeling better, if you are constantly waking up to use the bathroom at night, that is a specific issue with a specific solution that has nothing to do with how much water you drink. I explain exactly how to fix that nocturia in this video right here. Click it, and let's get you sleeping through the night.